as we've gone through.
So hang on a second. My dumbass forgot to hit record on the fucking recorder. So we're
no.
gonna go ahead and start over.
Check. Is this thing on?
Holy
Check,
fucking
check.
shit.
Start from
no.
scratch.
Oh, no.
For the victory lap, though. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome. What for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shores.
Okay, well, finally we're recording. Welcome to the CC Media Podcast. Holy shit, that was crazy. And we are here with our special guest, JEMM Construction, once again. Josh Edgell, Mark Maltry, they're sitting in their right spots. Welcome, golf
Nice,
clap.
nice. All right, thank you guys.
Golf clap.
And as usual, this is so weird. It's like deja vu.
I'm
Jeff
having a
Carducci in his
deja
sunglasses. What's that?
I'm having a deja vu.
Holy shit.
Again.
Wow, that's never happened before. Hey, first time for everything. But hey, guys, we do want to grow our following. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you guys have comments, questions about real estate or building a brand new house
Brand spanking. Does it
Brand
smell like
spanking new house.
or
new-
remodel.
like a new baby?
or a
set?
remodel,
commercial.
yep, or a remodel, Mr. President over here for the Remodel
Hey,
Association.
he's going to be
Thank-
president of HBA next year.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
That's
HBA,
right.
home builders.
So what are your
We're gonna have it
official
on lockdown.
titles with JEMM?
owners? So we
Oh,
both
you don't
own.
have cool titles or anything like president or CEOs or any cool?
Yeah.
I mean, owner is pretty good title though.
Yeah.
pretty
owner.
big.
But anyways,
Wait, you know what? You
He's,
might have to change that.
He's the CFO,
There you go. Chief
CMO,
Financial Officer.
yeah, I was gonna say.
Chief
Yeah,
Marketing
that's the
Officer.
same thing with me. Yeah, exactly. HR. Jeff Carducci's our HR.
The
Right.
CFO makes it
Harassment
The chief
required.
HR president.
Right.
right.
So
One thing I noticed about these guys, I know their houses are going to be spectacular and spotless because here, turn your hand over. Look how soft that hand is.
he moisturizes.
I mean,
You have no idea.
When your hands are that soft,
That's
you are
clean.
building a perfect house.
That's right.
There's no
That's
rough.
right.
there's
well,
no
it's
roughness.
soft because all Mark does is, all right, guys, that needs fixed. That
Now,
needs
come
moved.
on
Doesn't have a
now.
muscular-
Hey, guys, now.
You seen the muscles on his pointer finger? You do that. You do that.
He's flexing.
Oh my gosh!
I still got the skill to back it up.
Oh, I
so
believe it. I believe
any
it.
moment I'll whip them
I
tool
believe
belts
it.
out and show you guys.
And I
how
bet
it's done.
believe it.
I
man.
bet they respect that shit.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Because when you're willing to get your hands dirty,
I will
your
Bob
crew.
Vila the heck out of it if I have to.
Well, welcome, JEMM Construction, and I guess first thing that everyone wants to know is how we got started. So tell us your story, and I guess we'll do that all over again.
Abbreviated.
Well,
the
Mark's a
abbreviated
better
version.
storyteller than I
Yeah,
am with
yeah.
this, but we could use the abbreviated version.
Yes.
so.
All right, we'll try to keep this short. So, so my parents moved from Anne Arundel Lake to Grand River when I was in second grade, and one of the first days there at elementary school, Josh actually was the first person to reach out to me during lunchtime and invited me to sit with him. And pretty much we've been friends ever since, right? So we've gone through all life's experiences together, elementary school, high school. We've went to vocational school together, which is where we learned a lot about the trade itself and, how to be a tradesman and the actual work part of it itself. And then during that time frame, we had aspirations, dreams about one day owning our own company. And, we talked about it and joked about it. And then when we graduated high school, we actually thought at that point that owning a company was having 5,000 business cards made and handing them out to your friends and family, and that was owning a business. So
That was part of it. That was a little part
Hey,
of it.
Yeah.
we did
Gotta
do
start
that.
somewhere, brother.
We did do that. And the funny part is, even at that age, 18 years old, we had
Like it.
5,000 business cards made. JEMM Construction was the name at that time.
Yeah.
But it was actually Jewel was the logo.
Yes, I remember that.
Not the current
I remember.
logo that it is today.
Yeah,
so.
we learned that was misleading. Yeah.
Why is that?
No, because people thought
Because
we
they
were gonna-
build houses.
We build houses, so
not
they thought we were
rings
going
and
to fix
jewelry.
their rings. and
Right,
that type of
exactly.
Oh,
We
you guys
learned-
were
Yes.
selling
They
diamonds.
thought we were in the jewelry business. That's
we were
right.
quick,
So-
though. We learned that one pretty quick. So
So even after we had sent out the business cards to our friends and family, we had an opportunity with a local builder where Josh and I actually were employed for a period of time, and that's really where we truly learned the business aspect of it itself. And just circumstances forced us to one day establish our own company, and when we decided to do that, it was beginning of '07, and we started JEMM Construction officially at that moment. We both put $50 in a bank account, and we pretty much have grown ever since.
Away we went.
So we primarily we're a remodeling firm to begin with, but Josh, given his experience and the amount of new homes that he had built over the period of years, and then with mine on the remodeling, we started off as remodeling, but we always knew that we wanted to build new homes as well, and then potentially develop and maybe commercial work. So it just took us a matter of time to get to that point, right? So
Can we start over again?
Initially, the market at that time wasn't very good, so we really didn't have a whole lot of opportunity to sell new homes. So remodeling was our main concentration at that time. And then as the market got better and we had started to establish things for ourselves, such as having land inventory, having product that we had built, just knowing the pricing for new homes and being able to actually sell a new home, then we were able to really, take our market share of the new home construction side of it. And that really has grown quite considerably over the past 4 or 5 years. And we're really pushing to do more new homes and larger renovations, whereas when we initially started, it was literally anything and everything that we can grab a hold of.
So Josh, how did you guys start? The great story how you guys started. So how did you guys maintain that partnership? Who did what, and how did you guys grow from where you guys started?
The best part with that is that Mark has skill sets that are maybe better than what some of my skill sets are. So like we've acknowledged that. We both said, hey, you're better at doing this thing, or you like doing this thing better, and I like doing this part better, right? So then we said, let's do that, and we'll respect each other in those ways. And if I call the last shot on this specific thing that has more, let's say financials, I handle most of the financial, and if I make the shot call on that, he respects it because he knows that
So you complement each other.
Yeah, we complement each other.
Well,
so
yeah,
that's the
because let me
biggest
tell
thing.
you, if
So-
you left the finances up to me, our money would be gone.
Yeah.
And that's
Any
okay, right?
relationship, one
So we
person has to
complement
be in charge of
we
that.
complement
Yeah.
each other well, and Josh is absolutely right. I mean that we do understand where our positions are and who is better at what.
If I need something organized or cleaned very well or done right, that's
I'm
the
the
guy.
man.
Or
He's
if you
the
need
guy.
if you need a pointer.
So
Pointer, you get that done, you get that
Right.
done, right? So
You need a
well,
soft
here's a
hand to hold.
very, very important question. Who's a better carpenter?
Ooh,
Mark's
boy.
a better carpenter, but I could.
That was a pretty quick
Yeah,
answer. I'm
that was
surprised
quick.
you
Yeah.
actually answered that quick.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not-
you were
I'm not
trying to
afraid.
compliment me because I think you're great at finances, so that was pretty good.
That's all right, yeah.
I can appreciate that.
I guess it all depends on what you're
See,
doing.
that's why we work so well, because we complement each other so well, even whenever we don't even realize that we're doing it.
Right.
Wow.
Okay, so you're the better carpenter, right? Now, what do you consider yourself better at that Mark struggles with?
Why I think the financial part of it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the biggest
besides
thing.
besides the financing stuff, because we know that you guys will go broke.
Well, no, I don't mean we would go broke, but I would have spent all our money on
Yeah.
potential opportunities that I thought was the best idea.
I just wanted Scott
There
Davis.
you go.
Scott Davis, MCD Realtor, just walked in. What's up, Scotty?
What up, Scotty?
So I want to get Scotty's input on new builds and new construction and your experience, Scott. And I guess we can get something professional out of him since he just stopped in.
He's one of my favorite realtors. I don't hear what he has to say.
So what do we got to say about new builds and new construction for our viewers?
Hello. No. I think there's maybe a handful of good builders around Northeast Ohio. Other than that, I think a lot of people are being took for shiny, sparkly BS.
Look at here.
Yeah.
Look at the house I built in 2 days.
Look at my left hand while the right hand is doing something you don't want to see. Your basement's actually sitting under 3-4 feet of water. You just don't know it. That's why your sub pump runs 14 hours out of the day. So, I mean, people have to get into it in the right place. But the downside is
So it's calm.
it's
That seems important.
there's not a lot of used homes out there either. So
I
people are
agree
in a catch
100%.
people are in a catch 22. You want a good build, you're going to be over $300,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right
mean,
on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I mean that's a good build, but probably not all the high end finishes.
Well, I think the thing is that people need to understand that borrowing money is still cheap right now. So, whereas some customers may not think that a new home construction is an option for them, if they really look at the financial side of it, it may be actually pretty affordable still. So, I mean, not only that, with our company, the nice thing with JEMM is if that is a direction that you're considering and we come to an end and realize that that's not really an option for you, well, guess what? We can still help you.
Well,
So we can help you find an existing home and we can renovate that existing home. Or if you want to just stay where you're at, we can
These
renovate
guys
that
will
home.
find them the existing, and then we'll come in and
Right.
we'll
There you go.
well,
Exactly.
Scotty brought up a really good point. You know, I feel like some of these buyers are going in blindfolded, and Mr. Davis, sorry.
Mr. D for short.
This guy walks in the show just like, call me fucking Mister.
You
So
have to call
brings
me
up
Dragon.
he brings up a good point that these buyers are coming with these new builders, and they go in blindfold, and these builders kind of feed them a bunch of BS. I guess is a good way to describe it.
That's,
So how would you guys explain that? Is that happen often? Is it true? Is it happen pretty consistently with new builders? Like how does that?
I think the hard part with the new home is most people don't realize the 200,000 pieces that go into a house and what they cost, right? So we just recently I did something with my group at the office. I took 6 different grills and I said, hey, label them from 1 to 6, most expensive to least expensive. And the highest that someone matched was 2 of them.
Wow.
So nobody knows that. You don't understand, right? You don't
The perceived
actual cost,
value.
perceived value. So like you said, maybe the shiny stuff or what everybody, you might think granite countertops are the most important for you, and you might think a 9-foot basement is most important for you. But to get it all together and actually have it built, a good structure built with all of that included, they don't know what that costs, right? So
it's hard for you guys to actually sell the actual structure itself,
right. Yeah.
Because
That's
you
right.
guys don't throw a house up in 4 days.
Yeah, and our structure is going to be more expensive
4
than
days.
maybe someone else's structure, and that's where people don't understand the cost, right? So for us, we're giving you guys value for long term, not just that short term shiny. So again, we're not the entry level builder. We're not your entry level builder. We're not the 200,000.
I agree. If somebody wants one of those houses, there's plenty of them for sale.
That's right.
Right.
And
With the
that's- and that's
cheaper
fine.
builders out there. Like if
Mhm.
you just want to move to a school district for a couple years, get in a little neighborhood with a cul-de-sac.
You can get into something pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean,
But you got to
affordable.
remember when you resell that piece of that house,
How that's going to affect your financial
people,
situation.
well, first thing they say to me, Carducci, who's the builder here? Then I tell them who the builder is. And then that's why when they go to resell or someone goes to buy it, the value's not there. I mean, when you see a good, well-constructed home by a professional builder,
That's actually a really good point, and that's
you
something
know
that we probably don't highlight enough to some of our potential customers. Is they don't
Right.
even realize the fact that I think the people that want to build with JEMM because they know the name. They want a JEMM home. It's almost like driving a Cadillac, right? It's almost like driving a Lincoln. They feel
Just called this company a Cadillac.
they feel
like
that whenever they choose JEMM or purchase with JEMM, they're proud of that, right? They have a JEMM home. That's why they're buying from JEMM. But if it's about affordability, then we're not your answer. If it's about long-term value and the experience and the ride, well, then we are your answer.
Yeah,
So-
most of our clientele are older. They want a house that they're gonna live in for a long term or for the
Right.
rest of their lives. Actually,
Right.
most of them
But
actually
the
say
value
this
part
is
of
going
it's
to
a
be
really
it.
good point.
So-
We don't
It's
play
got-
off.
I
We
mean,
don't
I'm
play
sure
off that
you
enough.
guys have a lot
Well,
of.
that was what I was gonna. Just piggybacking on that. I just did a listing in a certain neighborhood by a certain builder. They purchased in May, and we are listing it for $13,000 less than what they paid for a month and.
Oh, just
3
a few
months.
months later. Yeah.
No. Well, May of last year. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, got it. A year
So
later.
a little over a
Understood.
year, and they're going to lose 13,000. So and that's what the comps are in that neighborhood. So I mean, like you said, that's huge for you guys because I mean,
Right.
if you're battling that 200, well, I'm at 250 max,
Yeah.
and you guys are at 300, it's like, well, listen, that's great, but for the additional 50, in
It
5 to
makes
10
sense.
10
It
years from
makes
now,
sense.
you're not going to lose
As long
20
as
to
they
30
can,
to 40.
as long as they can afford it. I mean, if they're going to put themselves in a position to where it's an issue for them, then okay, then we're not your option. But if you can, and usually, if you look at the financial aspect of it, it's not a huge difference, right? So, I mean,
well,
you know what I mean?
if
It's
interest rates
minor amount.
if interest rates go up 1% on that $50,000, and a year from now You wait, and then you spend the 250 instead of the 2, or the 3 instead of 250.
Right.
1% in interest every $100,000 in a 30-year loan is about $75,000.
Because he looks at
Yeah,
me
so
and
you
at the same
could
time.
have bought more.
You can buy more now. Buy more now.
Right.
Get the actual good product. You know, don't get the product where your value is going down.
Right.
Yeah, nobody
You
looks
know?
at that, what they're going to pay on their mortgage. What,
Right.
like you said, 75,000.
Sales price is sales price. Interest rate, every time it moves a little bit, the values of what you can afford and buy change drastically.
I quit. I'm going
Okay,
home now.
so
I'm gonna go build a house.
JEMM Construction.
your
You guys
Legos.
have been together. How long have you guys been? How long you guys been a partnership as far?
That's
How many
12
years?
now.
Are you talking about friends or partners as
Just partners,
business?
partners in business.
Partners in business
Yeah.
since '07, so
12 years.
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, 13 and
Right. So there's a lot of partnerships tend to work or they don't work. How have you guys made it work up to this point?
So I got a couple points, and I'm sure Josh does too. So very similar to a marriage, I think.
And it is just like a marriage.
It is just
I
like a
mean,
marriage.
Yeah.
So
I do have a wife, for
a
the
good
record.
partnership, right? Yes, we're not partners like that. But a good partnership
there you
is
go.
compromise, right?
Yeah.
It's compromise. It's communication. It's really a truly understanding the individual that you have decided you want to make your life partner. So I actually have, maybe it's changed, but I had Josh's name in my phone as Josh Life Partner. And I know that sounds weird.
Don't tell anybody that.
It sounds weird.
That's the intro
But
for this.
I
That's
think
the
that
intro.
I think that very similar to my wife, again, it's a lifelong commitment. And in my mind, that's it. That's it. That's what I've decided. It's done deal. That's never, that's
what do
never
you,
gonna
okay, okay. Hey, listen. What's
know
it?
what it is.
The next question is, what do you have Mark as in your phone?
change. Mark.
It's full name, right?
Mark.
Oh, okay, Mark
Moultrie.
Moultry. Yes, you guys.
Junior. He might have
Josh,
Junior
my
on there.
life partner.
Probably a couple kissy
I feel like you're
faces
ripping
in
them
there
off.
or something. No, I think honestly, some of it is just knowing how to deal with differences, right? So, like, if I don't agree with you, I'm not just gonna get mad, turn away, and then I don't like you, right? So if we have a difference, we discuss it, right? You have a view, I have a view, and
Neither is wrong.
neither's
Oh,
necessarily
one of you
wrong.
are
Right,
definitely
right.
wrong.
Mhm.
But there's one better
true.
or there's one route to take, right? And then we both agree on that, and whether it's his route or my route, and we agree on it, right? So that's a big part.
And
of
that's
it.
compromise.
So that's a huge thing.
Jeff.
gotta
Jeff.
be able to
Oh,
do
I'm
it.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
So Jeff, as
You
far
guys
as
have to say.
far as a partnership, and Scott is already trying to take the mic. I'm gonna go to him next. But for you, as far as a partnership, like with your group, what are the struggles have you ran into with your team?
I
Up
would
to this
say
Not selling enough gem
Well,
construction homes.
not selling
Oh.
enough JEMM construction homes.
Yeah, that's
Good
right.
answer.
Yeah.
No, honestly, like making sure everybody feels of equal importance on the team. So, and sometimes, you know, you get blinded by your successes, and you have to slow down and remind everyone's part of it, and everyone wants to feel like they're part of something great. You know, the plumber at your place. I mean, everyone in your company or that builds your homes, they want to feel like they were part of
Part of the
that
team, yeah, that's
accomplishment.
right.
So same on my team. I'm sure Scott Davis
Yeah.
probably feels the same
So
way.
what
with
do
his
you
group.
what do you do to help your team feel like they're a part of it?
Everything from I give them all the gratitude. A lot of times financial. You know, I give bonuses and always tell them it's us,
Pop-Tarts.
us. You know, if you look like I updated my profile recently on the business page, and
Jeff's talking to a phone of money in his profile picture. Hey guys.
no, but I just put the Presidential Sales Club logo on there,
Yeah.
but.
Oh, real quick. Hey, I just want to make sure everybody knows Jeff Carducci won an award, and he did show me, and I want to make sure this is recognized because
Well, thank you.
I love this
Oh,
guy.
Congratulations.
His mom did his mom get
That's all right.
No,
It's still
we
an
were-
award, right?
No, I'm very
President's-
excited about it.
Okay, Jeff Carducci won the President's Sales
No, stop.
Club.
Jeff
Okay.
Carducci did. What's it say on
I'm
there?
sorry.
What name?
Oh,
Car-
you're-
Carducci, I'm
Carducci's
sorry.
sales team.
There
Let me
you
take
go.
that back.
So I made sure
Carducci
my name
Talking
was
about
sales
teams
team.
here.
Carducci sales
Good
team
job.
won the
I like
President's
that.
Sales Club
There you go.
or award of distinction. It's Carducci sales team. So
2019.
hey, congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
Awesome.
Yeah, congratulations.
clap.
Good
But
job.
clap.
golf club.
Yeah, golf clap.
But to answer your question, that sums it up. My thing was it had to be in the team's name.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not going to be like some of these individuals that have teams and claim all the all the awards.
Yep.
So it had to be in the team name.
Yeah, good for you,
So
man.
even
That's
the
good.
plaque and everything. So everyone who's a part of that.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thank you,
That's awesome. I'm
When
happy
do we
for
celebrate?
you. We're celebrating
Celebrating
right
right
now.
now.
All right, good, good.
So,
So-
Scott had something to say. I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah, Scott. So as far as like team and struggles and input from your group, how do you handle those within your team? I'm just saying, it's a lot easier if I just give it.
No, I like this. Then I don't
Treat him
Then I don't
equally,
have to worry about
please.
my hands. Well, first, I mean, I think what's huge for you guys and what's led to a lot of your success is that you guys, you've been in business how long with each other?
12 years.
But how long?
13
But how long have you known each other?
Second grade, so what is that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I think
20 to 30.
20
We're doing some math here.
25 years, I think.
it's so you guys knew what you both were getting into. You know who you were dealing with. You know what I mean? So if you would have done this with somebody else that you met 2 or 3 years ago, you might have butted heads or vice versa. You know,
Right.
so it really laid the foundation for you
Oh,
guys
for sure.
because you guys are basically family. You
That's
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Life
as far
partner.
as my team goes, when I started McDowell Homes, we were a lot smaller, and it was crazy family based, right? Like you came in and you were a family with everybody there. So when I started my team, it was the same thing. I mean, I just copied what Kayleen and Chaz did
Sure.
for Mary and Liz, and I mean Liz Petro, Dave and Liz Petro. I mean,
Yeah.
Liz is on my team now, so I mean I've known them for eons. But even with Mary, it's just more of a family thing. You know, they're not my employees. They're not, I'm not their team lead. I'm not their higher up or anything like that. We are multiple people working for the same goal, and it's just success for everybody. So as long as we keep that mentality, I'm always there for them. They're always there for me. If somebody's busy, family, kids, whatever, we all step in to help each other. It creates that environment where you're comfortable and you feel that you can be trusted and you feel that you can trust the people you're around, which is more valuable than money. You can be in any brokerage where
absolutely.
they pay you oodles and you make tons and tons of money.
Doesn't matter.
We've had huge agents that have come to the company for the sole fact of that, So I think as long as you work towards that goal and you treat people that way, you'll always have success. So.
I agree with you 1,000%. And Josh and I realize that, and that's why we do things throughout the year to not only appreciate our team at JEMM Construction, but our team in total, including our trade partners and vendors. So, for instance, earlier this season, we had a trade appreciation party. We did an event at Panini's in Concord, and we invited our trade partners and our vendors and our employees and et cetera
I
that
don't
we
think we
You know
did
what?
that we work
CC
with.
Media,
I don't think I did.
I don't
Well-
think he showed up. We invited him.
I'm pretty sure we.
I got an
invited
email
you,
saying
but
if you want to sponsor, you need to
he
spend
was-
$500.
I'm pretty sure he was doing a podcast that night, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
was
not.
probably-
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. But anyways,
We had
my point
giveaways
is
and
that we
you're coming next year.
understand the importance of that. So we
I just got an invite for the next year.
Dude, I'm way ahead. Boom, already.
boom.
He
he's
was
invited.
looking at me
Hey.
when he gave out the invite.
Yeah.
You
Don't
got,
make
you
it
hit
awkward.
one nut.
Yeah,
you
don't
just
make
hit
it
both
awkward.
nuts with that.
You can be my plus
How
one.
long? I'm sorry. How long have I known you?
So
About the
we,
same amount,
So
actually.
yeah, I mean, we all went to elementary school, which
Wow.
is I don't know if
Pretty
you saw
sure,
the
like,
pictures, but
second
Madison
grade.
Avenue is
Yeah.
is in ruins.
you were in our.
Well, you.
Same height and everything.
So
exactly.
So Josh was the first person that said hi to me. I think Chris was like the
Yeah.
7th.
Like the 47th.
You were in my first grade class, right? Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Remind everybody I got held back, Josh.
No, I didn't say it. You said it.
I know. I'm just saying.
We're gonna edit that. We're gonna edit that part.
I
out.
know. Well,
They were like,
I'm
you have to
still
be at
waiting
least 3
for it.
foot tall to go in 8th grade.
They lied on his resume.
Oh, that's
Oh,
hilarious. Hey, dude, I'm right there with you, man.
I know.
So,
I know.
you
I
it
feel
is
like
what it
so.
is.
It's funny because we all wrestled, all three of us.
We stood back to back on the boat. You and I are even. This dude's shorter than I am, so he's shorter than both of us.
I don't
really
believe
good
that
at
for 1
soccer,
second.
and-
I
I
don't
think it
was the
believe it for
shoes.
1
I
second.
think it was the shoes.
So I want to play a little game, and you know what? Scott Davis, hey man, his wife is expecting him to be home. Let's fucking make sure he's
Your
late.
wife's
Yeah,
expecting?
you're gonna have to go.
Oh boy.
Let's make sure he's late.
Put her on speakerphone.
Put her on speaker.
Put her
Call
on
her on
All right.
speaker.
So we're gonna play a game. It's called.
It's a bad idea.
All right, we're gonna play a game. It's called Get to Know You. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna play a game called Get to Know You. All right. So first question is, beach or the mountains? Which would it be? Josh.
Could I be on the beach and see the mountains? Or
You
can I-
you know what? You're
can I
either on the
run?
beach and you can see the mountains, but you are on the beach. Which would it be?
Beach. I'd go beach.
Where would you go as far as a beach? Like, what would you consider like the best beach location for you?
Aruba.
Oh yeah.
That
of
is
course.
not a
Yeah.
beach,
That is
bro.
Wood
Yeah,
Park.
Lake Erie.
Hang on. No one heard you. What beach was it?
Fairport Harbor Beach.
He's talking to you like this.
I just want to let everybody know, Scott has had one glass of tequila. This is what happened. Anyway, before he got here. So okay, so beach for him. Scotty, where are we going?
Beach.
What beach?
Oh, Josh
Gulf
didn't
Coast of
answer his,
Florida?
what beach?
Gulf Coast. Okay.
Josh didn't answer what beach.
What beach?
I'd go at all of them.
All right. Mark,
That's a
what you
good-
got?
good answer.
Beach or mountain?
You know, in my mind, I want to say mountains because I feel like that is cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm rugged, I'm a mountain man. But yes,
Nobody else is gonna want
Right.
to be there
I'm
though.
definitely.
Well, the thing is, like how I look at it.
I'm
Okay,
definitely a beach
listen.
guy.
If we're in the mountains, you know what? Can I get a tequila and pineapple, whatever?
right. Oh, you. How tall do I have to walk?
Like exactly.
How far?
But the thing is, like,
Oh,
who?
Yeah, no.
What
I'm,
restaurant has that in the
I'm
mountains?
gonna go back down to
Okay,
the
a
beach.
summer
Actually,
drink.
You guys go up the mountain. I'm gonna go
Right,
down to the
exactly.
beach. All right, cool.
Okay,
Yep.
Jeffrey.
Are there mosquitoes in the mountains? The answer is yes. So I'm
that-
a beach guy.
Okay. You know, well, the thing is, you're in
Believe
warm
mosquitoes.
climate, so their mosquitoes are gonna be there.
They're not
either
going to be
way.
on the beach like in the woods. You know what I'm. You know.
I know what
You're in
mean.
the woods. Those mosquitoes get.
So I have to say that I am a snowboarder at heart. So I do enjoy the mountain, but I don't know that I enjoy the mountain more than the beach aspect of it.
That's
I
big
mean,
time.
the thrill
That's a real
of
thing.
snowboarding and being in the mountain and the beauty of it. Definitely.
I think we are
gorgeous.
all on board. I
But-
think we're all beach people, but
A cold
I think he
drink.
was.
A
Yeah, he
cold
said he
drink
was.
tastes way better on a hot beach than it does in the middle of the mountains getting bit up by all the mosquitoes. Plus, Bigfoot can get you, and that's a real thing. Next question.
baby.
Next question.
Next question, Scotty. Jeans or dress pants?
Dress pants.
Why?
I get them tailored. They look way better on me than than size 30.
Because
Size 30 length that ball up at the bottom. And
because we can't find a length of 27, right? We have to get it. We have to get it tailored.
Yeah.
boy Angel over by Stadium Club and Grill. It's like $13 to him.
Can I get a pair of 42 waist, 27 length, please? Hell no,
They don't make it for me. I
They
don't.
don't.
They have the big and tall. They don't have the big and
I was
small.
talking about this the other
42
day.
waist.
Like,
What the fuck?
I can go to the store and just right
42,
off the
he's trying to
rack,
make fun of
everything
me 'cause
fits
he's
perfect.
an
Feel bad
anorexic.
for like the taller guys and stuff,
I'm
or the
pretty
bigger
sure
guys.
we're like 30.
It's so hard to shop for those guys. Feel bad for them.
You might be 30. I'm like,
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Let's not get into that.
Lark.
Next question.
Chris Chavez, jeans or dress pants?
Ah, me, I am a jeans guy. All right, jeans guy. I can't wear skinny jeans that's made of dress pants. Okay.
I don't think they'd be called skinny jeans.
Are those your
Yeah,
beach
exactly.
They're capris.
shoes? Are those your beach shoes or?
Okay, we got JEMM Construction both wearing jeans, so if they wear dress pants,
Pretty-
I am gonna question the shit
Pretty
out of them.
sure jeans is the
Jeans.
answer for both of us. I mean, come on, we're in construction. We have to be like
Flexible.
Are they?
flexible.
Okay, but are they
Dark
stretchy?
jeans,
Are they
dark
stretchy jeans?
Fuck yeah,
Oh,
do
yeah.
this shit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Right,
I mean-
right. I was gonna say.
Oh yeah,
Regular jeans anymore. I don't think they're even available.
yeah. Stretchy.
For if you're in construction,
I mean, we got.
Oh,
Right.
they're
You gotta be
accommodating the
ready
new.
to.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready to.
if you're in construction,
you
it's
have
it's
to be
a
ready
requirement.
To hop in a new construction excavation, and you've also got to look good whenever you come.
So
to
Josh, what is
a
the
realtor
what was the hardest position you had to get to in the world of construction? Like you're hammering a nail or you're trying to cut a piece of wood. What weird position were you in, and were you wearing stretchy jeans at the time?
Always stretchy jeans. Under a sink. Get under a sink. Go ahead. Go home. Go under your sink. Try to reach the top underneath of your faucet. That's
Good answer.
where.
Okay.
You get under your sink. Touch the bottom side of your faucet.
I'll tell
That's
you
the
what.
hardest
The
part.
moment whenever my wife decided that she wanted to be my wife, was when I was under her sink.
Oh, is that what you call
Is
it?
that a metaphor?
She really. I wore my tool
gonna
belt
call
at
it a
that
sink
moment.
next
I
time.
said, hey, watch this. I had my tool belt on. I hopped underneath the sink where she was living at the moment, and I fixed the shit out of that fucking sink.
What do you guys call
Now
it?
we're married.
Scotty, how do you like your eggs?
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up. My man. Me too, bro. Yes, thank you. Cardooch, how do you like your eggs? Over easy. Nice. You like to dip your bread in it, don't you?
Dipper.
Oh
A
yeah.
dipper? Who's not a dipper? Mark, what do you got?
Over easy for sure. I'm with
Over
this guy
easy.
right here.
Nice.
Over easy. Over easy.
All right, we got over easy.
I
Jeff
also like.
Construction
I
likes her
also
eggs
like
over
over
easy.
easy eggs on my burgers with
Burger fights there.
peanut butter sauce.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
that's
this
pushing
brings
it.
me a new
Dude,
to another
try
topic.
it.
First off,
Guys,
Jeff
listen,
Construction
try it.
was 5 stars.
All
They're
right,
like
listen.
4.9 right now.
No,
okay,
dude,
listen.
Try it.
For you to
Try
eat a
it.
burger
Not gonna
with
try
an
it and call
egg
me
is
back next
fine.
week.
For you to eat a burger with an egg is fine.
You know what
To
it's called?
add peanut butter to
This
that
is the
burger,
thing.
okay? What? Seriously,
It's
what are you
called
thinking?
a goober burger. I'm
Yeah, I
telling
get
ya.
it, but
I'll try it.
No, you got to try it. So
Bring one
you
in,
got a
we'll try
little
it.
bit of the succulent taste.
okay,
of
who's
an
got
over
the
easy
best?
egg
This is
that
gonna be a bite
burst
for the
over
next
top
for the
of
next
burger.
restaurant. Who makes the
and
best
you
goober?
add a little bit of
Who
sweetness.
makes the best one?
What do you mean? Who makes the best one?
Where do you eat your goober?
Where do you order those?
Burgers to beer will do it.
It's closed.
Have they
there's-
gone like 4 years? Update.
No, burgers to. No, the one in Concord. Burgers to beer.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
They
Burgers
just-
to beer in Concord. They will
have
do
it
it.
there?
I was going to
Yes.
say that comment didn't
Yeah.
age well.
Well, so they don't have the peanut butter included,
okay.
but
Gotta
you
bring
can
your own
ask for
peanut
the
butter.
peanut butter sauce.
Why?
inside.
Okay, first off, why would you add peanut butter to a burger?
Try it, and then we'll talk about this next week.
Why
Actually,
don't you
should
bring one in?
Yeah. You should
And
bring
we'll
one.
try
No,
it.
Next
we'll do a taste
I will
test.
bring burgers.
We'll
to
do a taste
the
test
next
and
week's
try to figure
podcast.
out-
Offering burgers for the next.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will do that.
All right, no, we'll do
I'm
this.
telling
Yeah.
you, you guys are gonna fucking like. You're gonna be like, oh my god, this is the best thing.
He's
I've
bringing
ever had."
burgers for the next deal.
Okay.
What if we don't like
the
it,
reason
though?
why I'm asking is because
then
like you
that
got
sucks for
peanut
you.
butter and you have
Because-
seasoning all over the burger. I'm assuming there's seasoning all over the burger.
Normal burger. Yeah, normal burger. Normal burger.
Normal burger.
Yeah, the burger.
Okay, I
is no
understand. What is it? An abnormal burger? Like
It's
what the
no
hell are we
different.
talking about here?
It's no different than any other burger.
Okay.
And then you have the over easy egg.
over
But
easy
then you
egg
put
with
the
peanut
butter sauce on your bun.
Peanut butter sauce or peanut butter? What the hell is peanut butter sauce?
Yeah, I'm not
Both.
sure.
It's the same. It doesn't matter.
Then call
It
it
is
peanut
not
butter.
the same. What the hell is peanut butter sauce?
It's the same thing.
It's peanut butter.
Some restaurants call it peanut butter sauce.
Nobody in the history of
I
ever
use
called
just
it that,
regular
sir.
peanut butter.
Hey, can you pass
at
me the
home.
can you pass me the peanut butter sauce?
Peanut butter
Okay.
jelly sauce. and
After you
sandwich.
guys have this burger, you're gonna go to restaurants and be like, do you have a peanut butter
They're
sauce?
gonna go, what
And they're gonna be like,
in the
"Yes,
hell
we do."
are you talking about,
And
sir?
then you're gonna be like,
All right,
We're a
Jim,
restaurant. We do
listen,
not have
Jim
peanut butter.
Construction
just
is not gonna
opened
be
my
known-
eyes to something completely different that I had no clue about in my life.
All right, so
It is
I'm
now
gonna
available.
put this
You
in right
could be
now.
right.
JEMM Construction is not gonna be known for building homes. They're gonna be known for Mark
Goober burger.
Maltry
The
and his
Goober
Goober burger.
That's right.
Every new home you
my
buy or
gosh.
have built with JEMM Construction,
You
you
get
get
a
a
goober.
free
You get a goober burger.
hand
right.
delivered
If-
by this man.
And if
Boom.
you eat
May
it
or
without
may not have a
throwing
bite
up,
out
you
of
get
it.
your home for
You
free.
are gonna love the shit out of it. So there's that.
We have the Riverside. We have a
Many moments.
quasi Riverside Beaver reunion here.
You guys went
So-
to Riverside, all three of you?
Yes.
All three,
Yeah,
four of
four,
us.
yeah.
Oh.
Four, yes.
But none of
Thank
you got to experience beating the Perry Pirates, huh? Okay,
Oh
cool.
yes, I whooped your
I
ass in
did.
soccer. Yes,
Oh,
thank
God,
you very much.
I meant a real
Thank
sport like
you.
football.
We beat the Perry
What's this guy
Pirates.
talking about?
Right here,
Soccer?
we
Yes.
beat the Perry Pirates.
He's like, we beat you in soccer.
The real football. The real football.
Really?
There you go.
No.
He said, "Really?"
I can't help. No.
Carducci did not play football. There's no way.
I quit playing football in
Did
8th
you
grade when I
wrestle?
lived in
Did you
Paintsville.
wrestle?
He
'Cause I'm
quit playing
pretty
football
sure
in 8th grade.
we kicked your
Who
ass
stopped
in
playing
wrestling,
football
too,
in 8th
so.
grade?
Doubt it.
Oh.
Doubt it.
You had training at your
Doubt it.
facility, but I'm pretty sure Riverside kicked your ass. In
Not in
wrestling.
the
Wait.
sport that
What,
matters,
what school
football.
did you go to, Jeff?
Perry.
Oh, Jesus.
The
Christ.
team that beats Riverside's ass
I
every
know,
year
but
football.
you went there in like 1984.
But not in soccer, nor
Nobody
wrestling.
watches. How many soccer matches? It's like, well,
Yeah,
back
right.
in the day,
Yeah, it's like they had to shut
That's
the.
when a nuclear plant was at its
it's like
prime.
you might have beat us in
baby.
football, but our golf team beat you. But our chess match, that was a push.
Where do you? So you guys been in business for 12 years now. Where do you guys see your business in? I don't know, let's say in the next 3 years, what do you foresee the business?
That's a good question.
What do you guys have in store for potential clients?
So what we have in store, we're looking at development now. So actually getting into land development versus just building single family homes. So we might develop 30, 40, 50 lot subdivision and then build that out. So I'd say it's good. It's huge for us. Yeah. And I think right now we've always set ourselves up as a larger business than what we are. So we handle our company in a manner that can handle that. So really right now we could double our business. We do, I'd say 15, 20 houses a year. I'd say 50, 60 remodels a year. And we could double on the new home side. I know remodel side, I think we're focusing more on larger renovations. Not
Yeah, we're trying to
necessarily
scale back on the
more
quantity.
of them. We're going to, just focus
Higher
in
dollar
on.
amount.
So how do you guys get in the market of doing a whole group of homes versus just individual homes? Like, what made you guys decide to go into that realm?
The biggest thing is we have a lot of, let's say, big box store competitors, and for us, we have to be able to lock up the land. The big box guys come in, they're able to lock up the 50 lots or whatever, and so we need to be on the front end of that so we can lock it up.
Who would you consider like a big box store?
So,
Who you
Chris,
guys competing
I think
with?
a matter of being a developer, it's an opportunity that as you grow as a builder becomes apparent to you. So naturally for us, obviously, when we established our company in 2007, we were a remodeling firm and we grew to a new home company. But in time, obviously, it was, we wanted to become a developer as well. So it's just those opportunities come to you as you continue to grow. So now we have that opportunity, so we can pursue that, and that's what we're going to concentrate on.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
50 well-built homes.
Yep.
I'm in.
Well, it's like you got to keep things in your pipeline, right? So you got to do
right.
things that, you're cold calling or you're looking at expired listings. And so it's the same thing that we're doing. We're just looking at land, right? So we're
Right.
looking at land. As
Right
if you
right
guys,
now, with the housing shortage
Right.
and the demand for new homes,
Land's a premium right now.
right?
yeah,
don't
you
make
guys
more of it.
can't even build them fast enough. I mean, we'll sell them before you can build them.
Right.
I mean, we have a huge need for new homes. So you guys need to grow faster, please.
Yeah.
We need some damn houses.
Got
We're
it.
working on it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What type of housing do you need?
We need well-built new homes from JEMM Construction.
We need bars on the windows.
Yes.
50 plus housing?
Any plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need you to build like those 50 houses right away. Because how quick do they sell, Scott?
If you have more of a move-in ready or something like that, but you can obviously you don't.
Completed home product?
I think that would be a
You
huge.
think? You think?
I
So
think that- I think-
Is that a new
Yeah, I
concept?
You
I
think
think- I think
no, it's not a
specking-
new. It's not a new concept, but
No, but
for
if
us
you
as
were
a
to-
builder and given our experience in our past, we don't want to put ourselves out there if that's going to become an issue for us. So as a builder, you don't want to find yourself in a position where
Where you're trying
you
to
have
sell your
land
spec
inventory,
homes.
you have speculatory inventory,
Yep.
and you can't sell it. But if you guys think that you can sell it if it's built, that's a
I
different
think
scenario.
one of the huge
So
things
we
that
need
we run
we
into
need to know that, we need to hear that, and we can do that.
with one
But
thing we run into a lot, which is I'd like to build, but right now people are by now I need to be moved in. I mean, we have lenders now that are on 12-day closes. You know what I mean? And then people are like,
Right.
"Oh yeah, absolutely." So I mean, if you could change the perception or the mindset for people where hey, maybe it's completely built out minus countertops, you know what I mean, minus the absolute finishes, and say, "Hey, we can have you in a month." You know, you just
I can
pick
see
out of
that.
one of these 5, pick your finishes, and you'll be in a month.
give them
Right.
some availability to pick.
Exactly. Like,
just
so
a
you guys
few-
have three.
just
You
a
guys
few
have 3
finishes.
or 4
They could
different
pick the
floor
paint
plans.
color. They could pick the countertops. They could pick some
Mhm.
plumbing finishes.
I don't even know if I would
maybe
do
that's
paint
it.
color, to be honest with you,
Okay.
because everybody.
That's
I mean, you guys know
interesting.
what the styles are. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
roll with
Yeah,
it.
that's interesting.
Paint it out and literally just leave countertops, flooring, cabinets, done.
Yeah,
If
and
you
we have
build
And
it,
it would be
it will
huge. And
sell.
I mean, with
You
with
think?
how, and if you guys can
That's
hit, if you
interesting
guys
to
can
hear.
hit that niche, because the other builders that we're talking about. So obviously, you're not going to be able to develop 50 plus homes and do that as well, almost spec them out
No.
at the prices that you guys are at now, because you're going to have huge overhead and
Not
you're going to be
gonna
sitting
happen.
on them. God forbid you have to sit on them. But if you can find that happy medium where you're still building a quality, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
maybe not to the full standard or full, still your standards, but
It's
not.
good conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean? And do it that way. I think
the
you guys will
housing
crush.
shortage right now, it's so ridiculous. Like, I've seen the stats and the numbers, and the builders and new construction is so far behind the needs of the people in northeastern Ohio. It's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. Because the average first-time home buyer is 31 years old.
Okay.
They don't have a house to sell. So they're taking inventory off the market that isn't even there to begin with, and we're replacing it with nothing because they're not selling a home. So literally, that's why like
What's
new
the
construction
what's the
needs to
timeline
pop
though
up.
for those buyers? Are those buyers wanting to buy something immediately, or would they be willing to wait?
Most of the time, they need a house
They,
right
they
want
want to buy now.
They don't.
They
There's-
want to buy now.
Yes.
Well, if you think about the
what I'm
buyers right
hearing-
now, I think there's been a trend. A lot of the buyers right now, they want something they can just move in, they can
Now.
live in,
Walk
they don't
in.
have to do
Like,
anything.
here's your keys, and
and
they
that
say
has been
thank
the
you, and that's it.
consistency in the
Right.
last couple of months, couple of years, especially in Menor, because every home that we walked into, move-in ready, it's got nice finishes. Even average finishes.
So
it's
the
not
fear,
even just average
the
finishes.
fear for
They
Josh
just want
and
to
I,
move
I'm
in
going
and
to tell
live.
you right now, Chris, and as my friend and as Josh knows, we've gone through this working for other builders in the area and through the recession of our time, right? So Josh and I are fearful to move forward with doing that type of investment or product. So putting a product out there where we're solely responsible for the land costs,
You're completely
the new
invested.
home costs,
Right.
and
Yeah, you guys are all in.
even if we get
Yeah,
it
if
to a
it flips
point
on
to
us,
where it's let's just say dried in and the interior finishes aren't complete. Well, guess what, guys? If we own a bunch of those and nobody fucking buys them, that's a problem for Josh and I.
Hey,
And
if you guys met
know-
us, we're
we
realtors.
know-
We'll sell them.
We know
There you go. There you
that
go.
our businesses that we've worked for in our past, I'm not going to name who, that have been in that situation, have found themselves in a very sore spot. And I guarantee you, Josh and I will not do that to
So
ourselves.
what if you
But-
do? What if you do like
but
a blend?
Yeah,
We
you're
need-
right. Yeah,
what if
you
you
got
do
to
I
have
like
a
a
think
blend.
blend? You know what
I
I mean?
think
Instead
what
of
Josh
one
and I need to
spec
know, what Josh and I need to know, and we need to consider, is that there's definitely an opportunity there that we should pursue.
If you're
But
going to do 50, if
we
you're going to
need-
buy 50
We need to
lots,
guarantee. If I could say that you guys would have some buy-in, so let me just. I'm just going to offer something out there. This might be weird.
Sounds like a deal's
That's
about to
right.
happen.
Yeah, look at that.
Let me
Cooking
just
something
say,
up.
if
Turn the camera.
Josh and I
No,
were
we're
to
gonna
say,
record it.
if Josh and I were to say, all right, we're going to build, I'm just going to throw a number out there. We're going to build these 5 houses in these areas, and we would get it to this point, and we had you and you and you or whoever that also bought in and said, all right, we'll be a part of that financially responsible in that situation where if you don't sell those homes within a particular set period, then we would be financially responsible. But if we were to do that and we were to sell the home within a particular set period, then everybody benefits. That would be something I think Josh and I would be open to. But we aren't going to fucking put ourselves out there and then let you guys like
could
just
ju-
say,
if
hey, this
economy
builder has
changes
that,
and you put
then
yourself
the economy
all in,
changes, and then
you're
we're
done.
the ones that are at fault.
Yeah.
But if you guys, as realtors, said we would buy in on that, I think we
I
would
think
do that.
both parties need to have some skin in the game.
Right?
And for you
That's
as
what
a
I'm saying.
builder, you
How do
guys
we do
have
that?
enough
Let's do that.
skin in the game.
Let's
and
do that.
In order to make that work, we all have to be a part of the plan, right, Josh?
Yeah.
I mean, I think just
So
to
we're
make everybody
changing
comfortable.
The name of JEMM Construction, the Carducci sales.
Well,
team?
that's not what we're
There you
saying
go.
here.
Oh, that's all I
No,
heard.
no.
I'm sorry. No,
We're
I
talk-
totally understand. And
You got what
all
I'm
those
saying.
people that built, like, and they started developing. I mean, you've read about it, you heard about it.
right.
You know, they would have in Madison on 528, next to YMCA. I sold the very first house in there, right? And then they ended up finishing it out with another builder 6, 7, 8 years later.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because the builder who started that just done. You know, he was all in.
Yep.
market was great.
I guarantee
But that can
Josh and I aren't going anywhere. We will not go anywhere. We're going to be around for a long
Well,
time.
we hope you guys don't go anywhere.
There's
Hope
no
not.
doubt
know?
about it in my mind.
Still owe me a drink. And
We
a
are
burger.
young.
And a burger with
We have
peanut
a
butter,
lot. We have a lot of
Peanut butter sauce.
work ahead of us, and we need partners like yourselves that want to be a part of something special and a part of something new. And we think that we should create an opportunity for all of us, which is exactly what we're talking about. So I don't think that we should extend ourselves no further than our partners should, right? So I'm talking about Realtor members. I'm talking about trade partner members. I'm talking about everybody that's a part of that potential sale. Let's all buy in.
Yeah.
Don't put it on the builder. Let's all part.
If there was one do-over you can do in the field of business, okay, what would it be? Jeff, what would you do?
In real estate, if I had one thing to do over, it would be to complete my classes when I originally started them in 1990. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
17 years old.
That's not what I expected.
was 42 in
I took my first class in 1990 at 17 years old.
Okay, so you're 62 now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
You look like you're 84.
thank you. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
no problem.
I'd say like
Thank
37.
you. We're not
Okay,
all
well,
Hawaiian.
we're
We all
gonna
don't
we're
age
gonna
well
leave
like
we're
you.
gonna leave the gem guys last. So Scotty, if there was something you can do over in the world of real estate business, what would you do?
I wish you would ask me for it first, because I'm going to say the same thing as Jeff. I did mortgages for 15 years, worked at Bank of America on their closing side for about 5, and then got into the actual real estate side of it. In comparison to mortgages versus actually being a realtor, the realtor is so much more fun. The mortgage side is just, it's a bear. So it would just be getting into it sooner. I think I would be way further ahead than where I am now, just, sphere-wise, business-wise. So, yeah, I would have just got into it sooner. You just want to get into it, right?
So for me, I would agree with these guys. I mean, I wish I would have got into it earlier, because getting into real estate has changed my life financially, and just I'm more happier. I get to do stuff like this, doing podcasts on a weekly basis. And that's the best part about being a realtor. We choose when we want to work. We choose when we want to make money, right? And I'm surrounded by Scott and Jeff and these guys, and Jeff just won an award. His team just won an award because they
Congratulations.
bust their ass, and that is awesome. Who doesn't want to be around that?
Chris,
So-
you talk about choices, and I'll be real brief. How much is choices worth?
Right,
Right?
right.
Having the choice to do or do not
Mhm.
on something is worth, it's priceless.
Mhm.
And when you're a realtor, we have choices every day. We have choices. Tomorrow we have a golf outing all day with the potential to make whatever money on them. I don't know. We'll win again.
This is the best part. If there was a do-over that you could do in the world of business where you guys at, like, what would that be?
So that's a really tough question, I'll be honest with you. You asked it earlier, and I thought about it since then, and I think that if there were anything that I would change about what I would do, there's not much that I can think of that I would do differently, and only because I find myself in a position today where I'm really happy with my decisions in life and my partnerships in life, and I mean that personally, and I mean that within my own business. I think I've surrounded myself, and if I had to say anything to the listeners, my suggestion would be to, as one person told me at one point in my life, surround yourself with good people, and you will be a good person. And I've always thought about that, even when I was told that as a young age. I was literally a carpenter at 16 years old, and I was working with an old man, and we were literally putting together a ceiling on a sunroom addition that we were building for the company I worked with at the time. And that carpenter told me, old man, Mark, you're a very special person, and I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your personality. And I think that if there's anything that I can tell you that will help you in your life, it is to surround yourself with good people and you'll be a good person. So that's the one thing that I think I would suggest to our listeners tonight is that, from my standpoint, if you are in a position to surround yourself with good people, you will be a good person. That's the one thing that I want the listeners to take from tonight's podcast.
So kind of like our mom said when we were kids, you are who your friends are.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's a real thing.
You're two-thirds
I
of who you hang
think
out with.
tonight
Right. Absolutely.
tonight is a very a good example of that, right? So I have my partner, lifelong partner, Josh Edgell. I have another friend that I've been friends with since pretty much the same time frame.
Right.
Great.
That has supported me and that I've supported him, and that he's here tonight, and I'm here for him and he's here for me. I have another friend here that surprisingly showed up and is a huge part of my life, but in a different way. But nevertheless, he's a good person. And I have
I don't know
a
what
new
that
friend.
means.
I have a new friend that's here tonight
Looks
and
like
is
you guys are
also
getting
a good
friendly.
person.
Right.
So
Right.
my point is
new friend.
that in life, if you surround yourself with good people,
Yeah.
you will be a good person. So that's what I want to concentrate on
Right.
tonight. So
Okay.
that's it. That's all I got.
I'm gonna go with if I could change something that I would actually
New
maybe
partner.
new partner.
Fucking A, I
New
just
partner.
complimented
Right,
you.
right, right.
Perfect timing.
No, I wish it was just JD.
The douche
Hey,
with the nut
He
shot.
doesn't know yet. Uh-oh. This is going to be awkward.
No, but I
Shit.
would maybe take a little more chance, right? So loosen up, or
Right.
because I've always been real calculator, right? So everything that I've done has
Very
been very,
calculated.
very specific, very
There's nothing wrong with
to a
that.
point,
There's
which
nothing
is
wrong
fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if I had to change something, I guess if I look back and said, hey, you know what? Maybe just give it a shot. Give it a leap. Give it a risk. Give it a little more of a shot.
Right.
Would it change? You know, again, I'm happy where I'm at, so it's not like I'm looking back going, hey, I wish I would have, could have.
And
But moving
you know
forward-
what? I bet most people you run into wish we were like that and took less risk. And you know, I mean, 'cause I know me.
but I
I'm-
don't
I'm
think
like,
they would be
I'm
happy
balls
with the
to the
outcome.
wall and everything.
I don't think they would always be happy with the outcome. If
No, they
wanted to
won't.
if they wanted us to be
We've
like
all
them,
made mistakes, you know.
Yeah, you make mistakes.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to say, I just want to really thank JEMM Construction for being here, and Scott Davis for being here, because he's an awesome agent with MCD Homes, and he brings a lot of value to any type of business, especially when selling homes. But we're gonna go with a final thought. So Scotty, thank you for coming. And what would be your final thought on being on the cast day, uninvited? Invited.
uninvited but
Uninvited, but here.
Invited.
I did
in-
not
uninvited
Final
invite
thoughts?
invite, no.
I didn't. My final thought: what the podcast is? What do you look for?
Gem is great. Gem is awesome.
Yeah, JEMM Construction's amazing. Mark and Josh are sweet. Jeff shouldn't wear his sunglasses during the show anymore. You should definitely have vodka. I'm just saying.
We take donations. Those are all
I ain't donating shit.
He takes donations.
Yeah, I don't know. Final thoughts. It was fun. I had fun. I had fun. Aaron's
that's
mad at
calm.
me, so we're all good.
Build more houses, right?
All right, Dooch, what do you got? Final thought, homie.
My final thoughts are tomorrow, our team with McDowell Homes is going to win the Ashtabula County Board of Realtors golf outing.
Nice.
Then we are going to Elgar, Lake Geauga Area Association Realtors golf outing the
Bullshit.
following week. And we're going to be 2 times back-to-back champs there.
Josh, we got to challenge that.
So
You guys got to
you guys
sign
are
up.
welcome to
You guys got to
challenge it.
sign up.
I'd enjoy it.
Nice.
Just
We
bring
didn't
lots
sign
of
up,
beer
but-
because you're going to be frustrated.
Nice.
No, but it was really nice to meet these guys.
Yeah.
A lot of good conversation. I learned a lot, so I'd be happy to see him again with
Nice.
my burger that he owes me.
All right, Josh, what do you got? Final thought. How did you like this experience being on the cast?
Good.
man?
It was great. You guys were awesome. I think, seeing you guys saying, hey, we need to build more houses, sell more houses. It's it's enticing for us to continue to do what we do. So we appreciate it. Really appreciate you.
Right.
Obviously, CC Media does everything for us as far as our pictures, our videos for our houses, our remodels.
Yeah.
So we appreciate.
We've done a
that
lot of
as
work
well.
together, for sure.
And it's very nice meeting you all. And let's sell some houses.
We're coming back again because Mark, with his final thought, is gonna eat a burger on the fucking cast next time. What do you
Give
got?
our
Hom?
thoughts.
What do you got, bro?
Well, holy shit! I'm pretty sure my partner fucking nailed it. But
Peanut butter sauce.
let me expound on that.
Right,
Yes,
right.
thank you, CC Media. Thank you guys for being a part of the evening. We appreciate you having us be a part of it. But yes, I agree 1,000% that we would enjoy the partnership. We would enjoy the opportunity to be able to sell and be a part of our customers' experience, and you guys to be a part of our customers' experience. As we've talked about tonight, that is the things that we want to concentrate on, and I think that you guys can help make that happen, right? So let's do
Done.
what
That was
we've
it.
wanted to do,
Crushed
and
it.
let's provide what we know we should provide, and let's give these people what they want. Let's give them the experience they want.
What they want
Let's
is
have
more
fun.
podcasts.
Let's make
Yes.
some money.
More
Let's do
podcasts.
this.
More podcasts.
Let's sell these some homes.
Boom.
And my final thought is I want to thank JEMM Construction. No, we're good. We have 15 other cameras going. My final thought is I want to thank JEMM Construction for being here. Scott Davis for stopping in for a quasi guest appearance, and Jeff Carducci as always. We will see you guys next week. And you know what? If you guys are looking to buy a home, sell a home, or build a brand new home, go with JEMM Construction. You guys are awesome. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Hey.
Short seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no channel for champions and chain no fear. Yo, the champ is here. Switch gears. We keeping hitters in the rear. At the blood, sweat, and tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear.